We're back. We are back. It's probably going to be horrible. We're going to try anyway. Ugh. I'll just keep coming back. The last 3 live streams we got skunked. Even the birds are laughing at me. Look at that. I've got no time to waste. I'm just going to go right in the waters. Here. Go right in the water. I'm gonna work this corner right here that I think I have fish. We got 2 likes. All right, who's out there? Demon, is that you? Hey, what's going on, Jason J? I got you. Glad to see you. Yeah, the weather report. I mean, look at the weather out here. Not very pretty. But I just ran out. I was fishing for creek trout with my kid with that. What am I using? A Berkeley atomic tail. I'm gonna try it. Thanks, Pop Trooper. Hey, what's up, DCP Kayak Fishing? We got some people in the chat. Look at that. Thomas, what's up, man? I remember you. I'm just probably going to be as miserable as for the past 2 weeks have been. But, who knows? I figured this is the hole where they would hide. What I want to actually do is I want to go onto this bridge. See how deep it's gonna get. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah. I don't know if the fish can hear me. Maybe we can cast over there. Fish not gonna see nothing. We're gonna get picked off by a Jersey River monster, man. Little twitch. Definitely looks like finesse fishing, kind of. Yes, that's true. I'll show it to you in a sec. Probably should go from under the bridge. Not sure how lucky I'm gonna get here, but yeah. This thing is the hooks on these are amazing. You can actually hook into something if you're on a 4-pound line, completely bend the hook, get your thing back, and bend it back, and it'll just keep catching fish. No, I just started fishing. I really didn't want to fish this week because of how horrible last week was. I don't think the temperatures have really came up. But it's been pretty frustrating to fish, plus it's raining. But I decided to come out here for like an hour to try. This is where the fish would be if they're going to be here. You know? Let's check the water temp. All right. Last week it was about 38. It was like, yeah. Today it's I'm showing 39.7. So the temps went up a little bit, but it's still not good enough. We really want it to be like mid 40s, upper 40s. So yeah, no fish. Not a lot of hope to get fish, but let's try it. I'm just fishing with light lures. I really get bored fishing with drop shots, to be honest. So I just like to throw things and reel them back. But like I said, I just popped out of my house for like, I have an hour. So I don't really have time to set up drop shots and stuff like that. All right. This right here is deep. This is by far the deepest part of the river that I know. You can see how cold it is. You see my breath in front of me? Damn, that guy really hitting that jake brake. I've had better luck with this lure than I have with mice tails, which is why I'm using it right now. Thank you. Thank you, Extremely High. Nothing going on here in Staten Island. Yeah. At this, like I said, at this point I'm just fishing just as an exercise. There was a guy in the parking lot who saw me getting out of my car, and he was like, "What are you trying to catch?" And I told him, I was like, "Listen, dude, this is just exercise only. I force myself to fish right now because of how bad it is." Some loud diesels out there. Joseph, I'd like to catch either, really. I'll take anything. I'll take a sunfish today. I'll take rock bass, red eye, anything. Perch. Obviously not going to catch a perch, but they are in here. I'll take anything that tugs on my line. Even if it's a body, I'll be happy to catch that. It's just been so slow. I know there's nobody fishing out there for trout right now, but we're gonna keep trying. I know there's a lot of holdovers in this water from the last stocking. There have to be. So if I don't get anything here in the next couple of minutes, we're gonna walk down. What's going on, Fat Cat Ali? If I remember correctly, you're from Norway. I heard Norway weather is not any better right now. You guys are all rain. Just jigging it, letting it drop. I really wanted to walk down that way and fish those ledges. Let's try it. That's where the ice was last week. I just don't know how deep it's gonna get. I have a chest pack, and my chest pack is about, I'd say, 5 inches away from the water. I don't mind getting wet. I don't want to go too deep because the water is still 39 degrees. Ooh, we're getting close. Yep, my chest pack bottom is touching the water. Gotta give it to the Sims waders though. I'm completely warm. If anything, I should have grabbed my Sims half gloves. You caught a fish today? What'd you get? I got you, DCP. Yeah, go try your luck. Just be super careful. If there's nobody else on ice, don't go. You got to be careful out there, but ice is going to be sketchy the next couple of days. Remember there was ice, I don't know if you remember, but there was a bunch of ice here when we fished here last week. It's all gone. I snagged on some leaves and I thought it was a fish. Get overexcited. I can't wait to get back at these fish when fishing gets good. I cannot wait to get back at them. Let's walk this. What state? Oak Ridge. I'm in Jersey. The armpit of America. But we like it. Oh man, what I would do right now for a nice healthy smallie bite. Nice little river smallie. That was not a bite. I'm gonna walk that. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna watch my step. 55 people in the chat. What's going on, everybody? How you doing, Andrea Benedetti? Yeah, but last week we were fishing in this area. We were standing right on the street. There was ice dropping off of it. I mean, not ice, snow. I wanted to fish under that ledge last time. It felt like a bite, but I know it ain't no bite. What did I catch? Nothing spectacular. I've never fished this side before. It's a pretty cool part of the river. Yeah, I think it's pretty shallow over there. Overwatch. Switch to an all black half and fish to even shower that you currently are. Sometimes remember, I don't have anything like that right now, but I do appreciate the advice. The only lure color that worked for me in the past week to catch a fish has been pink. I don't know why, but it just does. And I want something light. Because everybody I see go out there with a spinner right now, it almost like it moves too fast in the water. And I get nothing. Can't wait for fishing to start getting decent. Next thing you know, I'm gonna get snapped by a sleeping snapper turtle. What's going on, Robert Twigstorm? Hopefully I don't fall into any deep hole, because I'm basically at my limit with my waders. The bottom of my chest pack is already in the water. What's that setup? That setup is Daiwa Presso. I'm actually probably gonna buy another one of these when I get my tax refund. It's a Daiwa Presso. Oh no, not on the tree. Oh, you. Yep, here we go. Pay too much. Now my setup is in the tree, which is fine. Let me see if I can get close to there. Let's see how deep this water's gonna get. Ah, man. Don't like losing lures. Yeah, Daiwa Presser with a Daiwa Legalis LT1000S. And we're gonna go get it out, because I am playing no games today. Even if I have to chop the tree down. Damn it. Now setup is in 3. Nah. So yeah, my thing just got stuck in a tree. Question is, the problem is that branch is not coming down to me. Hold on, gang. All right, gonna lock that in. What do you guys think? I'll be able to reach that? Let's find us a gating stick. Oh, this is my favorite part of the stream. Let's see. Is this a good gating stick? Good as any. A little on the light side. Hold on. Nope. Gating stick broke. All right, let's find another gating stick. Yeah, this sucks. Give me a second, gang. Brian, I was using a Daiwa Legalis reel with a Daiwa Presso. And now, I'm looking for a stick. See, here we go. I want to get my lure out, but I don't seem to be finding a good enough stick. I really don't like losing those pink ones, because they're like average out to be about $2 a piece. That sucks. Well, I'm looking for a tree, branch, anything, really. Stay with me, gang. Let's see if we can find something. All right, we got some. We got us a branch. All right, this should do the work. Make it a little hook. Make it into a little hook right here, and hopefully I can get my thing off. And then we can resume fishing. Hey, Ronnie, look, you came at the right time. We're going to be fishing for lures. I stuck my Berkeley atomic tube on a freaking tree. I know you're not surprised. So I hang my rod up on the tree and we're gonna go get it out. This is probably the most action we're gonna see in the stream, for those of you that are new. All right, I'm gonna use that little hook to hook it. Let's see if this works. Stop. Give me a sec, guys. I mean, technically I can just whack it. Whack! And that worked. All right. But now it's stuck on the tree. Hold on one sec. All right. Here we go. I got it back. Maybe this is when we switch up our lures. All right. Yay. Yeah, this thing was going nowhere. Look at this thing. This thing was going absolutely nowhere. What's going on, Raptor Will? This is basically your average Jersey fishing. Instead of catching fish, we're catching lures in early March. But yeah, we measured the temperature of the water. It's 39 degrees right now where I'm at. Hold on, I want to get the line off so nothing gets tangled in it like a baby turtle or something. All right, and then we're gonna pick something else to fish with. All right. Alrighty. Stay with me, guys. What's the weight of this? I'm gonna say it's about 1/64 of an ounce. Not hard. It swims very. That's why I like it, especially if you fish rivers. See, I have a bunch of these. Like that's another one. They're made by Berkeley, and they have that tail at the end, like that power bait tail. You get a 3-pack of them for about, I don't know, like it used to be $5, but I think they went up in price a little bit. That's why I had to go and get it out of the tree. I wasn't about to lose this. Let's try a BG1. What's going on, Dog Tags and Tackle? Where do you get that insert at? You get it on Amazon. If you want, I can make a short just for you. And I will link it tonight if you like it. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I'll leave you a link. I think you get like 3 of them for like $10. Brian, what's going on, everybody? I'm sorry I was a little bit away from the chat because I was getting my lure out of the tree. But yeah, I'm gonna grab one of Victor's BG1 heads, and we'll throw a something different on it. Something that caught me a trout in this river before. I don't know if you guys know about iFish, but he makes these wire hook jig heads. They're very good. I'm not gonna say they're the best in the world, but for the money, they're the best in the world. I think the best jig heads in the world are still for ultralight fishing are still made by Daiwa, but they're about 3 times the price of these, if not more. He actually sources his hooks from Japan and makes them in Tennessee. All right, let's see. I should have a. Hey, what's going on? Damn. Are you going for stock trout or wild trout or both? I'm gonna go charge my phone, eat something. I got you, guys. Oh, Crappy Man jigs are awesome, man. I really like the way that guy, he stands behind stuff too. Obviously, it's too early in Jersey for anything. So we don't have any stock trout yet. They're gonna stock trout in about 3 weeks. So we're just fishing for whatever. I mean, I'm just doing this as a matter of principle. I don't think anybody in Jersey is out there fishing for trout right now. But they're out there. So this tail, hold on. So this tail right here is made by Z-Man. Let me put it a little deeper. It's made by Z-Man, and actually iFish sent me a packet of this when I did my last order with him. And it's a pretty cool tail. I've caught a fish on my live stream with it. It kind of becomes this micro lure. And he kind of designed his jig heads to work perfectly with trout magnets, but they also work pretty well with Z-Man. What's up, Grumpy Bass? What's up, Bike Connoisseur? Hey, Grumpy Bass, thanks for Happy Poop. This is going to be a very poopy stream, so Happy Poop fits perfectly. I also ordered some new fishing line for my, even though I absolutely love 2-pound line from Trout Magnet, I ordered some fancy line that I was recommended. It should be here in a couple of days. I forgot the name of it. I think it's like Sunny or Sunshine line or something like that. It's not a cheap line, but I figured it's going to last me all season, so why not? I think it was like the whole reel was about 15 bucks. That's actually a good spot we're in right now. I'm just gonna start raining, but we're not made out of sugar. I don't think I'm gonna dissolve in this rain. We're not worried about it, right, gang? It's about 45 degrees outside. I should have probably grabbed my fancy wool gloves, but hey, FNC, what's going on? Yeah, you see the water, it started coming down now. I'm gonna fish for probably another 40 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna get too wet. I don't have a coat on me. I just really wish I had my wool half gloves. Hey, by the way, guys, since everybody's in the chat, you know what I did? Tomorrow, well, I don't know if you guys have kids in school, but right now it's a Read Across America week. So tomorrow, I volunteered to be a mystery reader at my kid's school. So I guess I picked up a bunch of fishing books. So tomorrow I'm going in. I was going to bring everybody packets of Swedish fish, but you're no longer allowed to, in my kid's school, you're no longer allowed to bring food and give it to children. So probably because of some crazy people out there. So tomorrow at 9 a.m., I'm going to try to convert some little kids into fishermen. See, like I have something at the end of my line, but I ain't no fish. All right, here we go. What is that? Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to pick, I have 3 books that I picked from the library, and I'm going to read them a fishing book. A bunch of first graders. They already know about fishing on YouTube because of Ronja. I'm just gonna try to convert some of them into a lifelong fisherman. I'm fishing for trout in New Jersey. I prefer to fish the South Branch Raritan. Yeah, so I'm in North Branch Raritan right now. South Branch is a beta. We did fish South Branch a couple of weeks ago. I fished right by Califon. Oh, what am I doing wrong? Hold on. Yeah, but North Branch is much closer to my house. It's not as good. But South Branch is where it's at. There's also that place where you can't keep trout, the gorge. And that's where a ton of trout is located. Just for me, I only have about 3 hours a day tops. By the time I get there, I already wasted 1 hour. They're doing the same thing at my kid's school. Yeah, if they're doing the same thing at your kid's school, try to sneak in there and convert some kids into fishermen. Which is, oh wait, hold on. I see a trout magnet bobber. Let's see how deep this place is. Maybe we can find some free tackle. That's definitely, it's getting a little deep, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, gang. Oh yeah, oh no, I'm gonna start swimming. Yeah, not today. There is a trout magnet bobber out there. I was gonna say maybe it's connected to something, but this water is getting deep. I was almost in 4 feet of water. Like you can see my net's just swimming by me. So yeah, I don't feel like taking on water into my waders. So glad my kid's out of school now. Yeah, I'm still kind of enjoying my kids' little age, but yeah, most Jersey schools are cool, but there's just some rules and regulations that are strange to me. Oh, dude, that felt like a fish. Maybe I was wrong. I was just pushing something along with my foot. Hopefully there was. I hope it was not two of the things that I do not want to find right now: a snapping turtle or a body. Because I don't feel like being in this river for another 2 hours. Imagine that. All right, so let's see. However, living in South Central Jersey, where trout fishing is crap 99% of the year, except when they stock, I have to suffer with barely any fishing opportunities. Hold on. Yeah, well, I live in basically kind of a central side area of the state in Somerset County. I mean, the fishing here. The only good thing about Somerset County is like barely anybody here fishes. So usually the places I go to are always empty. And the fishing can be good. But I live pretty close to Round Valley, which I plan to fish a lot this year. Maybe even do some night fishing. Felt like I had a bite over there. Let's see. That's just probably something playing with my heart. I got same kids that work, 2 that work and go to school, 3 in school, 2 granddaughters. Nice. My kids are still young, so eventually that's where I'll be at, hopefully get some grandkids. I have only fished the gorge a couple of times, and every time there was thick ice preventing access, and I've never had success catching trout with the gorge. I've personally never fished the gorge. I always thought it was a fly fishing only place, but I think that's no longer true. You can fish with anything you want. You just can't have any scent. So you can't fish with like gulp minnows, power bait. It has to be artificial lures or flies or spinners. It just can't have a scent on it. Yeah, I've caught. You know what's interesting, Raptor? So I caught a wild brown trout in the South Branch, and I was really surprised. And we also last week we were in this river, and there was just a dead brown trout swimming by me. But people told me that looked like a stocked fish, which really bothers me because why would there be a stocked brown trout in North Branch? They haven't stocked trout here since 2014. Anyways, stuff like that. Yeah, this is by far the deepest part of this river that I've been to. I don't think they stocked this part, but it's pretty easy for fish to come over here. Yeah, it's stuck on something. Did you get those spinners with the sand chamber? FNC, I decided not to buy them because they're $7 a piece. If I go trout fishing, I'm probably gonna bring my kids with me. My kids are gonna get those spinners stuck in a log in 3 seconds. If they do go on clearance, I might buy one of them just to review it because it seems like they just came out. But I think you can do that modification with a regular spinner. You can actually just rub the power bait on those, on like the feathers of the spinner. So yeah, I thought it was a little pricey. I think for $7, I'd rather add $1 and I can buy a whole pack of gulp minnows. And I know a lot of people don't like gulp minnows because they're brittle. But if you think about it, then you can just cut the gulp minnow down to a smaller size if it gets worn down. So I just feel like gulp minnow is a much better deal for trout fishing than like one spinner for $7. Man, there's a lot of muck where I'm walking. What's going on, Mason? What's going on, Baz? GS spinners, yes. Let's see. I haven't seen any in my area. I want to try them out too. There's a bunch of them in my local Walmart. There's 3 colors of the power bait. It's pink, chartreuse, and the white color. I might, since you guys are now giving me FOMO by saying they're all gone, I might go out and buy one. I'm sure, not that YouTube makes me that much money, but I think if I make a long form video about it and it stays on YouTube for about a year, I think I might make my money back. I don't think any of my long form videos have made more than $2 yet. So yeah, if I can make my money back in a year, I'll make a video about it. Because I have so much stuff. I've been going over all my tackle. I have so much tackle, it's not even funny. If my wife sees it, I'm in trouble. I have more tackle than my wife has boxes of shoes. We're reaching the point of trouble. I'm fishing inline spinners, so I'll stick to my rooster tails, panther martins, and maps. Yeah. I actually want to try a new map spinner. I found right in this river. I found one of those cool map spinners with a fish on it. Like it actually has like a little baby trout at the end of it, and it's in pretty good condition. I want to try fishing that. I found so many spinners during winter. I'm pretty much loaded on them. Oh man. Getting a little cold because of the rain. There's no such thing as too much fishing gear. That is true. Dude, I have so much now. I've had some Craigslist purchases, and I think that lady sold me all the gear that her husband had for whatever he told her he bought it for. It's actually embarrassing how good of a deal I got. So I have all that stuff in my basement, but it's mostly all saltwater gear. Then I have all the ultralight stuff. Then I have all the fishing rods. Dude, it's just... it's a lot now. Used to not have a lot of stuff. You don't have more. She has close to... That's funny. Yeah, if I had a Sportsman warehouse around me, I'd be in trouble. They're actually building a Bass Pro Shops in Sayreville, New Jersey. Funny enough, I became a fireman in that town. There's a fireman academy in there. And there's also a waste and sewage processing facility. So every time when I was doing my Fire 1 and Fire 2 training, dude, the smell of poop, because the training facilities are right next to the sewage treating facility. Every time I think of Sayreville, New Jersey, I think of poop. Because it always smells like poop there. And they're building they're gonna put together a Dick's Sporting Goods there. Man, that gotta be one cancerous town. All the crap that's going on there. Let's see. What method are you using? What method? I'll show you. I'm just using a micro jig and slowly reeling it back with little twitches. See this? Just that little swimmy. I'm gonna change it up though. I'm telling you guys, I just came out here to do some exercise because I know how bad the fishing is right now. I might switch up a plastic though to something more colorful, and we'll work this hole with like a trout magnet or something. And do one more cast. But we caught a nice trout using that same lure and the same jig head. It flies pretty far on a 2-pound line. All right, one more cast and we'll switch up to something pink. Yeah, this thing goes. Only Phipps, New Jersey, the state is a waste processing facility. Basically, we have a Linden plant, the Exxon plant. A lot of my buddies that are firemen, they retired and they work for Exxon now as Exxon firemen. But I train with those guys, man. Those firemen at the Exxon facilities, they know ball, man. And the guys that work for Merck. So we do have a lot of pharmaceutical industry, and we do have a lot of crude oil processing industry. But I gotta tell you, guys, the firemen that work paid for Exxon, I don't know how much money they make. I mean, they're probably a regular fireman that works for Exxon must be making at least 200 grand a year. But they know ball. They're by far the best firemen I ever ran into. They're like Navy SEALs of firefighting or Delta Force. All right, hold on. Let's put it on a trout magnet. I was really impressed when I trained with the Exxon guys. Let's see what we got. All right, I just want to throw a regular. You just throw a pink one. Why not, right? Let's try it. What was that? That's not good. That's my scissors. Come on, Grumpy. Don't do that to yourself. Good thing I wasn't standing in deep water. Look at this guy. This is like a Halloween special. That's actually a power bait egg. So yeah, when Victor made these BG1s, he made them fit perfectly with a trout magnet. Let's see if that's true. You think Jersey has the largest oil reserves? You sure that's not California? Because in California, I've seen people with those little oil producing things in their backyard. All right, let's see. Yeah, see when he made this jig head, you see how perfectly it fits with the trout magnet? Let's see if this works. All right, let me put the other stuff away. What's going on, Kelly McLaughlin? Sergey, what's up? Do I have any gulp pinch crawlers? No, I do not. Are those the ones that come in a can? All right, I mean, this has to work. If there's fish that's going to bite it, right? So this is basically a trout magnet grub and a split tail grub and just a tiny 1 gram jig head. I'm going to toss it right by that tree. Figure that's where the trout would hide. They're still super sluggish right now, so if anything, I think that's how we can get them. And we fished this river last week with a drop shot with the mice tail, and it was not working, unfortunately. We're gonna fish here for a couple of minutes and then move on. There's a nice stretch of, hold on. Well, let's try this. Jar plastic zip bag. Pinched crawlers. Can you leave me a comment so I don't forget about this somewhere? I'll buy them. I'm going to Walmart tomorrow to buy bananas. That's what I usually do on Thursdays. So once I pick up bananas, I also might pick up some crawlers. I just really wish that smallmouth bass and rock bass would be active right now. I'm sure people catch them, but it's super rare. Half inch. All right. So the river warmed up 1 degree compared to the last time. It's very sucky. And watch, I need to go away with my family at the end of March. And watch, I'm going to leave, and that's where all the fishing is going to start. All right, let's go toss this downstream. One inch. Oh, so they have to be in that jar because I have that size gulp minnows. I have the tiny gulp minnows. People actually use them on these jig heads too. You know who does that? I don't know if you guys heard Realistic Fishing. So he uses these jig heads with the small 1 inch gulp minnows. What's that? What's that I'm seeing? What is this? Is this trash? I'll grab it on, well, actually, yeah, I might have to grab this on my way back. Look at that, perfect hole. If I was a trout, I'd live there. Oh. This is tough to fish. That's Snagged City right there. Let me see. Let me see if I can catch a leaf. No. No! That was close. Almost got snagged. The only sad part is I'm wearing polarized glasses and I have not seen a live fish. We saw a dead fish last time, but have not seen a live fish anywhere. Not even like a little minnow. Oh. All right, that was super dangerous and super nice cast. Come on, fish. All right, let's move on. Maybe we'll find an arrowhead. Never know. Ah. Oh, jeez. Okay, that didn't go as planned. That did not go as planned. Yeah, I see no fish. And what was that? Hold on. You haven't seen the pinch crawlers in a while, but I just looked them up and boom, they're there. Pinch crawlers. You know what? I might have to print the screen on this one because tomorrow I'm going to be at Walmart and I'm going to forget what you said. You had to find your way to a hotel, dog tags? Well, I'll tell you now, you have not missed much. It's just misery. It is just misery. Le misérable. Nah. If I was a brown trout or a rainbow trout, where would I be? Come on. Jimmy, what's up, man? This is in the beautiful state of New Jersey. Let's see. Let's cross the river. I'm going to fish right after that little step. Oh, wow. Whoa, man. Snow must be really melting right now. That almost knocked me off my feet. For those of you just joining, this is just ultralight fishing for some trout, hopefully. Very little chance I'm going to catch anything, but you never know. There's a deep spot right here. I'm going to fish this hole. Oh, nice. You're lucky. Dog tags get to fish with Ronyo? That's awesome. See, if it was my say, I'd be going to somewhere by Ronyo for around April, May myself. But don't make the calls for the next year or so. You guys are gonna have a lot of fun. You should do a dual stream. That's awesome. Oh, that's gonna be a great stream if you guys do it. Next thing you know, I show up into somebody's stream and we catch no fish again. Oh, Ronnie, are you gonna be going live today? I'm driving my kid around today. I might actually watch you for a couple of for like 20 minutes. I really want to fish that right there after that step. I can probably fish for like 15 more minutes. Let's go over there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that right there is fawn water. All right. Now, if I was a trout, why wouldn't I live right here? Can you get any more perfect? No, white birthday. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Ooh, look what we found. Hold on. Oh, what the hell? Dude. All right. Any idea what this might be? What? What is this? Hey, all right, come on, chat. This wasn't here last time. I wonder if some sort of a UFO landing gear. Let's see if we can find another one. Sidetracking with Grumpy. The hell is going on here? Hold on, let's go on a side quest. Maybe we find aliens. Oh, dude, look at this place. All right, there's a lot of tracks out here, but none of them are human tracks. That's an animal. It's a coyote, probably. Oh, man. If I was an eel, I'd live right there. Is your helmet? Hold on. You just gave me a great idea. Let's check it out. Yes. Oh, yeah. Hey, man. Now I'm safe from all government propaganda and alien invasion. We're good now, chat. Say your troops there. All right. Well, if the fishing's going to be crappy, at least I'll entertain you. Oh, look at that. What the? Oh, no. I got excited. See, I thought it was a rock. But it's just a piece of river glass. Oh, man. Dude, I got so excited. All right. I'm going to leave this here for my trip back. Stuff you... Look, dude, this is so perfect for trout. Like, why is it not here? Why he no here? Maybe I should try a gulp minnow real quick. I have them in my pocket right next to me. 50 likes. Nice. Okay, come on. I'm going to put a gulp minnow on this jig head. And we're going to try it. This is very close to the place where we found that dead brown trout last time. There has to be a fish somewhere here. I mean, no way. This is way too perfect. I'm getting cold. Right now I'm charging my phone at 64%. When it gets to 90, I'm gonna go fishing. Nice. Now I want to find some more stuff in the woods. Oh, man, I wish I was a catfish fisherman here. I could just leave my rods and go on my business looking for stuff in Jersey woods. All right, last cast with that pink grub, and we're going to throw a gulp minnow on after that. I just hope that size 10 hook is going to stick out enough for me to hook on a fish. Let's do it. Oh, look, we found a can. Surprise, surprise. Budweiser, all right. Changing it up. Oh, no. Look at that, guys. Okay, is that Senor Deer? Is this deer? Those are nice chumpers, man. I'm guessing those are deer chumpers, right? Or is that a coyote? Look at them things. Oh, man. On a mission with Grumpy today. All right, that's a good spot to change up our... Yeah, I'm not very good at identifying bones, but I'm guessing that's deer. Or wait, would it be deer? Who knows? All right, let's throw on a gulp minnow. Anybody know what animal this is? Help me, chat. Hopefully not a wolf. All right. Grab me one of them gulp minnows. All right, let's try it. There has to be fish here. Is it deer? Got it. Thank you for the input, Steven. Deer it is. Can't wait to start bringing my little kid here. During the summer, this place is so remote and so great. We can go fishing. There's a bunch of deep holes. He's not gonna swim here, but he can also swim here technically. He can do wet wading, let's just call it that. You're about to catch a nap? Enjoy your nap, man. That mid-afternoon nap. I cannot nap for some reason. Only time I used to nap during mid-afternoon is when I worked as a driver. Those are the best naps, man, especially in the car. Whew. My day is just starting today. 3 o'clock, my kids get off the bus and all the activities start. Steven, where I'm at? I'm in Jersey, Central Jersey. About 2 clicks south of Bedminster Trump National Golf Course. So I'm in the safest place. But surprisingly, the state trooper choppers are not around. So I'm guessing the family is gone. Usually the state police helicopters circle the area all the time. So I'm guessing maybe because of what's going on, the family might not be at the golf course. Yeah, well, okay, I'm snagged. I'm not on the fish, which, oh man, that Gulp Meadows was so pretty with that jig head, and no fish, no fish. He got the scent, he got everything. No fish. So I'm kind of letting it drift. That's not a fish. That is, that's Ronio's favorite kind of fish. For me to catch, that was a 3-pounder. And now that piece of tree is safely back in the water. Oh man, I think I'm gonna start heading to the car. 'Cause, I think I tortured you guys enough today. Come on, I can't be getting hung up every time. I better not be losing my BG1. I'm coming for you, man. Jeez. Oh, this river is no joke. It's deep. That's like, that hole's like 4.5 feet deep. Why is there no trout there? Why he no here? It's so much deeper than the other parts of the river that I fish. I can't believe there's no fish. All right, chat. I think I'm gonna call it a day here. I came out here just to try stuff out. The water temps are still under 40 degrees. Trout is still, if there's any trout, very sluggish. Hopefully it warms up. It should warm up next week. Maybe we'll have more luck. I'm gonna pick up all this trash that I found. I'm gonna leave the deer skull where it was. And yeah, I'm gonna say bye to you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, and hope you have a great evening. Tomorrow I'm gonna go read to first graders about fishing. Hopefully make more fishermen tomorrow. All right, thanks for hanging out once again. Have a great evening, guys. Enjoy it. Gulp pinched crawlers, right?